I'm so excited to be able to show you my new high-impact worksite selling system. Since 51% of the long-term care insurance policies in '08 were bought at work, this is the place to be. And fortunately, I've had the opportunity to conduct many enrollments in Tennessee to prove the system, because I don't ever want to try to teach you things that I haven't done myself successfully. So what you're about to see has been in the making for the last 4 years and includes everything I've learned about worksite selling since my firm conducted over 2,000 employee education sessions for the federal government back in '02 and over 100 sessions in the state of Tennessee enrollment right after that in '03. So take a look. There are 3 presentations. A door opener presentation, that's about 5 minutes to get an employer interested in scheduling an appointment so you can come back and do the full employer presentation. And there's also a complete employee education presentation. But this is so much more than presentations. Let's get into the dashboard so you can see everything. There's a 100-page instruction manual that goes through the process from start to finish. And it's broken up into small pieces here so you can see the depth of this information, all the way from how to get prospects, how to make the sale, how to implement, how to do an enrollment, how to educate the employees, all the way to making the sale, including spouses. And there are scripts for all of the presentations in this manual. I'll just get to one so you can see a little bit here. And you can see the pictures, see, of each slide, and there's words, but you don't ever want to memorize my words. That's just there to give you a guide. Then there's pages of frequently asked questions, everything from what the employer asks, what the employee asks, in the employee presentations as well as in personal consultations. There's even partnership Q&A there. There's 18 sample docs. See there you can pull them up in Word and edit them. And the instruction manual tells you how to use these throughout the process. There are 2 brochures. You will get 50 of each one. There's the Benefit Manager brochure, which talks about long-term care insurance being productivity insurance. There is the employee brochure that talks about getting in front of the employees and letting them know that it is lifestyle insurance. And you can even go in and see the front and back, but we'll be sending you hard copies of these brochures. Then there's 3 posters that you can print yourself and use however you need to. There's the Long-Term Care Your Financial Planning Guide, a little bit about my book. You'll get my book with the system. Great way to get appointments with employers, by the way. And the Magic 7 emails, and you can open those in Word and edit them. That's the pre-education magic to get the employees to come to the meetings. There's a video of me talking about how to do this process. You can make it full screen, or you can show it as is. There's a workbook that goes with that. And here are all 3 presentations. But let me just take you real quickly into the editing suite. It is amazing. You can have audio on, my voice, for all of these presentations while you're learning. You can, there's the door opener. You could even suppress slides on that one if you want to. You can suppress slides on any of them. On the editing, there are 20 editable slides in each of the 2 major presentations. So both in the Benefit Manager as well as the employee presentation. And you can do anything from edit who's eligible, the average cost, the benefit features, sample plans. You can edit any type of riders that you're using. You can do sample premiums, and the amazing thing on the premiums, it will pull in the premium from a 40-year-old for your second sample plan, and it pulls it in automatically and does a calculation to show how much is paid out over 30 years compared to the size of the benefit pool and how quickly they get paid back at claim time. It also pulls in what's paid in over 30 years, and you can enter any type of investment factor, and it'll show what they save before taxes and investment fees versus the large benefit pool with the insurance. So whatever editing you do, you save the options, and then you're able to go into and show the presentation. So let me just show a little bit of, say, the employer presentation to give you a taste. And you can see it's called Long-Term Care Is Your Company Protected? Just want to show you the quality of the presentation and just show you some of the movement because it's built in Flash, and as you talk, you know, things will move around and jump out and so forth. And what I really love about this presentation is you can let it go at its own pace, or you can control the pace as you talk. And there's one of the first editable slides, and anytime you see a plus, that means there's more to bring in. And as you advance through the presentation, you can bring it in at your pace. You may or may not want to show all of the tax slides. You could suppress some of those if you don't care to show them all. And I'll show you that there's also talking about long-term care is lifestyle insurance for the employees. That's the message the employees are going to hear, so that they truly can have the American dream and achieve what they want to achieve and not have it interrupted by an unplanned for long-term care need. And there's a slide coming up that will also emphasize the partnership. So you can talk about that if you want, or if you're not talking about it, you can just suppress it. And then how does the insurance work? When you're talking to the employer, you're going to be talking about who's eligible to participate. You can edit that. This whole screen here is editable on the enrollment and the dates and how many hours people work and what happens with the other family members. All of that's editable. You can talk about the different kinds of plans in the market, saying whatever you will. And when you get to the employee presentation, you'll be able to show exactly the type of plan that you're doing. With the employer, you can talk about ranges of benefits available. You can show sample plans, anything you want to do. This is all editable. You can explain the waiting period. You can show sample premiums. And on the employer presentation, it's going to pull the premium in for a 50-year-old and do that math that I just explained on the quick payback and the long-term care insurance versus investing. The riders and the payment methods and the guaranteed renewable. And then it's going to talk about the process. This is very important because you have to have management support to do all the education. And it's going to talk about the whole pre-education effort, which is the magic to our enrollment results. And you can talk about underwriting concessions or not. That's all editable. And again, you're looking at the employee education schedule to get their commitment to that. And then you're winding up with the call to action as to how supportive long-term care insurance is for our economy and also for their employees. And there's alternate slides. You could use this to present to a group of employers, or you could use it to with one employer to get them to buy. And you just choose the ending that you want. The employee education presentation will end up with the call to action. It's similar as far as getting the need out, but it's going to wind up with a call to action on getting them to sign up for a personal consultation and getting them to actually buy the insurance. So once again, at the end, it's going to be editable. As particularly when it gets into the type of plan. You can choose to offer a reimbursement plan. You could choose to offer indemnity, cash, but you get to select as you go through the editing as to which type of plan you want to use. When you get into benefit period, you're going to be able to select like 2 years, 4 years. You could do any number of years there. Or I could have also elected an option to show a cash benefit account, 100, 200, 300, 500, whatever I want to put in. That's a choice on the editing screens. So once again, sample plans, and I'll just speed through to the end and just show you how it's going to emphasize that they take it for themselves, their family members, what it does for them, and then you can end it however you want. If you're having them sign up for personal consultations, which is greatly encouraged, you can put all that in, your contact information, and so forth. So really that's it.